And welcome back. This is Kotal for another War on Rights event, and I am joined by a good guest here for today, a guy who's been on the channel before, Mr. Fuji. How you doing, good sir?
Hello, I'm doing great. Oh,
Oh, that's good to hear, and it looks like we have an interesting match today. It is an Overlook, 340 on the server pop, 164 for the CSA versus 177 for the Union team. We'll see if they adjust that, but it might just be a couple guys coming in. But they have a rule set, as we see on the announcements. No melee for this match, so we will see how this goes here. What are you thinking about this? Any initial thoughts on this setup here, Mr. Fuji?
um, I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of lost for words. No melee on contention. I mean, this could be one of the games of all time.
It could be. It could be one of the games of all time, indeed.
I suppose one thing is, I mean, obviously charges they're relatively, I say simple. You know, you got to pull it off in the correct way. But charging with as the individual soldier man person isn't particularly difficult. Obviously, you just run in, you stab things, probably team kill a bunch of your mates, and then whoever kills the most wins. But with the shooting, I suppose it's who can do the best volleys and who's more accurate with their weapons.
Yeah, and it looks like the first point is kind of at that star point for Maryland Heights for the Union team on that little camp. That is a very defensible position here for the Union. You see the skirmishers for Mr. Eddie. He's already out there hanging out. Oh, they were starting the round.
There we go. There it is. I knew it was coming.
Yep. Do I want to end the recording? No. I think we'll just keep going.
Yeah, I'm sure we right away.
Yeah. Usually when they do this, I stop the recording, but I don't feel like doing the intro again, so I'm gonna be lazy.
We've started now. It's too late.
Yep. So, well, that will give me time to do unit previews for each of these teams. So we'll take a look. Worried about that balance. I saw that. I was like, yeah, it's a little off.
Yes. Little. That's a 12-man difference.
It's not horrible with the
350. 10-man difference now.
Yeah, with the 350 server, plus two of those guys are us. So.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at the actual battle-ready soldiers, but I think it just counts to us even though we're spectating.
Yeah, I believe it does, which is kind of weird. So yeah, it's a little bit poor, but.
So 165 versus 177. Okay.
We'll see how it goes. It comes down to shooting. All right, so.
Yes. Yeah.
I guess I'll just do a quick team preview since we got a couple minutes here. Looks like we got Mr. Blucher here leading the Texas Guards. We've got A and V 6 Alabama under Gamebot. Hog is leading the 8th Florida. Let's see, then we got Ali Kite leading the NYV. We've got Colonel V-Bar leading the GC, the 10th Alabama under Killer. Let's see, who am I missing? Oh, we also got...
Yeah, we will.
I feel like I'm missing somebody. Oh, 13 Georgia's in there. We got 56 Virginia. You've got AGL under Juicy B. And I think that's everybody. Oh, we have 6 Texas under Rousseau, too. I did miss somebody. So, I know you've been kind of gone from the game for a little bit, but, I know you're from A and V. If you want to kind of give a preview of, who they are, what they do, kind of.
Easiest thing is, it's just a bunch of... It's just a bunch of people that we get online. We play Soldier Man in a game about the American Civil War. Most of us aren't even American.
No, I've noticed that, yeah.
It's just the weirdest thing. I mean, these are the European events, so it does kind of say something. But, obviously there are US events where there are mostly American players, time zone differences. But if you like standing in lines and shooting the other line, you will enjoy.
Indeed. And as I always say, A and V, they enjoy doing their flanking maneuvers.
Exactly.
Getting behind the enemy quite a bit.
Oh, skirmishes are moving out. That's a new one.
Yes. So
I haven't seen that before.
Yes, that is a new rule. Skirmishes can move out before 45, so they or 40, I should say. So, yep. Speaking of, I guess I'll do the preview for the Union team. We got Mr. Eddie with his skirmisher there. Then let's see who else we got. Then we've got 20th Georgia under Jumbo. We've got 52nd under Frank. That point leading the SB. Then we have 88th New York under James Wesley.
Yeah, I know.
3rd Alabama in a circle here. The Williamson.
Of course.
Then we got 14th LA here under Shoshibo. Let's see, Mr. Chopper leading the TKO. And the LFL under Mr. Durant. So I think that's everybody. I don't think I missed anyone. If I did, I do apologize. But, yeah, I'll give you the floor if there's any one of those units that you want to talk about, guys, that you find interesting playing with or against.
Yeah, I've been away for a little while. Obviously, I played with the AMV a few times. Obviously, before I was in the AMV, I was in a different regiment. Obviously, played alongside most of them. Williamson, he's crazy. He's just crazy. I mean, yesterday I watched him pull off a pretty amazing flank, to be honest with you. Oh, my camera has moved to 4 miles an hour. Anyway, yesterday I watched Williamson pull off this crazy flank against the Union line. Like they were stood against the stake fence, just doing some volleys. They didn't even notice Williamson's entire line had formed up right next to them.
Oh, you can get distracted like that. That is can be not a fun time when you're facing Williamson.
I was kind of surprised that not even a single one of the soldiers even mentioned giant line, right, like flanking them. But I suppose if you're concentrating direct front, shooting whatever they were, I think they were trying to pin down some skirmishes. I suppose you would just get distracted. I mean, it's pretty easy.
Oh yeah, you kind of get funnel focused, you know. Just focus on what's in front of you and don't even look around. It can happen. So, looks like both skirmishers are out. We got 56 versus 2 USC here. Looks like 56 is moving out towards top of the hill, interestingly enough.
Ooh. Yeah.
You got Eddie.
See the 2nd US with Eddie, they've formed up on this sort of cliff.
Yep, kind of hanging out overlooking the point now.
Yeah. Yeah, they've done some sort of cliff hangout, which is, to be fair, it's a pretty smart move. Pretty interesting. I don't know what rifles they're using, but at this period of time, it doesn't really matter. They're all capable of hitting targets at 800 yards.
Yeah. Although, yeah, with this, you're not really going to have big engagements like that in this kind of
in-game.
In-game.
In-game is a different matter, but everyone's using rifled muskets unless you're the homeless Confederate guys with the Springfield 42s.
Oh, yeah. And we got A and B in the lead there, Killer and Mr. Gamebot.
Yeah, I see that. I wonder if anyone will notice these skirmishes. I mean, it's pretty hard to see them. I mean, everyone complains about like the blue uniforms being easy to spot.
Oh, you know,
they
just
really
long
aren't.
enough for them to quick time down here.
No, I don't think between the butternut and the blue it doesn't make a huge amount of difference, but
yeah, I mean, I think there was a study. The 2 famous ones, obviously, British Scarlet or British Red and Scarlet, as well as like, United States Blue, was like they were like 2 of the most hard to actually notice colors for uniforms, which is kind of surprising. I think the easiest one they said was Austro-Hungarian white.
Oh, interesting.
Because you can just see this white blob basically moving. Oh, and there has been the start of the skirmish. It's like ANV, NYV. They're now engaging the skirmishers. 2 massive formations.
Yeah, they've killed 2 of the flag guys already, so they're delaying it.
Yeah, I mean, they've definitely got a good position to do that from.
Oh, Killer goes down again.
Yeah. Oh, and 20th Georgia's off there. They're also providing that support with just 20th Georgia. Oh no, 51st New York. SB, they're doing their thing as well. Oh, there's like a whole pincer movement here now.
Yep, and that flag is still not up either.
Yeah. You do tend to notice that sometimes. People don't pick up the flags.
Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
Yeah, pretty interesting engagement to start with here.
Yeah, I mean, looks like they let the Confederacy capture that point, but they were getting hammered. I mean, you can just see the corpses on the road there.
I guess the question now is, there's no charging. What do you do about it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what you're supposed to do at this point because you can't charge, even without bayonets. You can't even charge, hit them with the clubs. You just sort of stand and shoot each other.
Well, we got SB moving on the
Yeah.
by the riverside here, but
Yeah. So they've met the A and V here. And we have fun time. This is a very interesting map for having, at least this specific area of the map is very interesting to have a no charging. Because of the no charging, normally you'd be able to charge out, say, small formations of skirmishers or even that, but even then, it'll be difficult. But this is just basically just a shoot fest.
yep.
So the SB just got pushed back off that beach, by the way.
I mean, I think it's once a team gets on a point. I don't know if there's a way to push them off without charging.
Yeah, I mean, there really isn't a way to push them off. I can't really think of a proper way to push anyone off because the rate that people spawn is just too fast to shoot them out. You basically need to take the flags down and keep taking them down. Easier said than done.
Yeah, it's not a simple thing to do.
It's like Eddie's formation is taking the basically beating into their area. There's 4 of them left.
I mean, they did a pretty good job of keeping the flag from going up.
Yeah, there's no doubting about that. They did some serious harm from that position because, I mean, yeah, okay, most of them are dead, but they weren't that many of them to begin with, and they did some serious damage. But it looks like the Confederacy have pretty much solidified this point, and I don't think the Union can really take it back.
No, I don't.
I think the Union's been pushed back in multiple fronts. I mean,
well, they do have a lot of troops kind of at the top of this hill here.
Yeah, the Union's pulled back. They're moving back further up the hill. Williamson's standing there on the open.
Yeah, which it may be a smart move depending on where the next point is. So if it's one.
That's why I believe this point was just basically a way to drain Confederate tickets. Because I mean, it's not really defensible if you're the Union, I suppose.
Well, it's tough.
If they captured it first and they managed to set up, yeah, but doesn't look like that was the plan.
No, they didn't really hit it that hard. They kind of took their time moving up.
Yeah, from what I could see, the Union set up all around it to basically give themselves this sort of kill zone on the point that the Confederacy would have to go into. Some nice volleys there by the GC, 22nd Virginia.
Yep. It's heavy fire. It's just, I don't see how the Union can make it through, and that morale state's going to hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I said earlier the idea might have been to drain Confederate tickets, but from what I can see, it's kind of had the exact opposite.
Yeah, I think Union is behind now. I'm looking at it.
Union's behind now. I mean, Eddie's skirmishes are down to 3.
Yeah, Eddie's singing,
Yeah, he's walking on sunshine. But yeah, I mean, there's not really much you can say at this point other than they're just shooting each other all the time.
No, that was kind of my fear of what this was going to evolve into with this map, but see what the next point is. But
yeah, perhaps the next point will allow for a little bit more dynamic play. But I mean, this map seems kind of cliff-wise, so it'll be really hard to push up at these points. Interesting map for a contention, in my opinion.
I'm not a fan of this map for contention at all.
No. It's, in my opinion, it seems very much like a defend this point type thing. Rather, like, one side's attacking, one side's defending. Kind of like a siege type thing.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's that, and then it's your avenues of attack are very limited.
Yeah, you just got kill zones, basically. And whoever's set up in the best zone areas just will win. I mean,
it's very easy also to trap the CSA in their spawn.
yeah, we'll see what happens after this point. Because I mean, this point's relatively easy for the Confederacy to get because it's literally a flat road to it. But it's once that point is taken by the Confederacy where they all switch around. I mean, obviously you can see the little point on the map just right at the top of the hill in the camp, or the artillery emplacement. That is going to be hard to attack.
Well, if it's that one next, yeah, that's always my question: is what is the next point? We'll see.
Yeah. Again, I'm seeing some movement here. What was it? 3rd or 6th Kentucky, a TKO under Chopper. It's leading some fellows off to the east. It looks like the 56th Virginia have encountered this giant formation of the Union.
Yeah, it looks like they got caught out there, which, you know...
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but I think they're going to take a couple of casualties and then the remainder... Oh no, they're all dead. They're all dead.
Yeah, it looks like there's a couple scampering down the hill, but...
Yeah, I'm sure there might be a couple stragglers, but for the most part, I think they just wiped them out. I mean, yeah, here we go. This one guy hiding on his own. I think he's the sole survivor.
Yeah, just hanging out and letting them... Don't forget about me.
David Gardner, private. Give that man a medal.
And a book
yeah, I
deal.
mean, this map. I mean, you can just see the terrain. It's seriously steep hills. I mean, after this first point, I genuinely am concerned. Right, where is it?
That's what I was worried about. So where's the next point? You can see it's well, actually,
just having a zoom around.
It's at the boats. It's at the pontoon bridge.
Oh dear.
So the CSA could hold that forward position, just send a guy back with a couple, flag.
Yeah. You don't even need to pull your entire army. You just need to send one unit because I mean, the Union's got. Although, hold on, I am seeing. Oh no, that's Chopper. Yeah, that's Chopper with his Union force. Looks like they might be doing something.
Yeah, you just got to pull back because as long as you get back past this rock formation.
That's LFL as well. So the LFL and I don't know. Is it 3rd Kentucky or is it TKO? I'm not sure.
3rd Kentucky's part of TKO. It's all you could say TKO or 3rd Kentucky. Either one is fine.
Sort of like Anyway,
those
two regiments are moving over, but it's just much harder to traverse that awkward terrain for the Union, whereas Confederacy just have to walk back down the way they came.
Well, I'd even say I don't know why they're going as far back as they are. They don't need to go as far back as they're going. They could have stopped at the edge of that cliff face and just formed a line.
They've done that, unless they spotted the Union trying to flank them, and maybe they're pulling back to stop.
They can't. There's no route. You can't actually traverse that terrain as the Union.
Yeah. Oh, but looks like TKO has taken that high ground. They've got that cliff.
Well, yeah, I mean, but it doesn't give you anything. You can't you can't really see down it. You can't shoot down it. You can't traverse it. You're stuck.
Yeah.
So but again, the CSA is going
deep there, so I don't even know why.
Yeah, like where GC is right now. You can defend where GC is right now.
Yeah.
And there's no way through it.
Yeah, that would have probably been the ideal spot to basically defend. You can't really flank it either side. Well, you can't flank it definitely to the right-hand side.
No, it's a choke. Side. Yeah, it's a choke point. There's no way. Again, that's why I don't like this map. It creates these bottlenecks that just
Yeah, it's certainly a strange map. Again, I would have thought this map would have been. I don't think there's a game mode for it, but it's sort of like a capture the base scenario type thing.
Yeah, that could be kind of like that might be an interesting piece to it. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe so. Obviously, the Confederacy has, or whoever's defending has much less tickets, and whoever's attacking has much more. Normal attacker-defender gameplay.
Yeah, but even now with all that, I mean, again, I think the CSA is too far back, but the Union still has to do a frontal assault here without charging.
I feel they're too far back. Yeah, I feel they're a bit too far back, and it kind of opens it up for if they manage to break through there, or if they manage to break through the Confederacy there, it makes it much easier to rush to the point. But just the amount of numbers the Confederacy's got, and they're all set up, ready for the charge. I mean...
But there is no charge.
The LFL...
there is no charge. That's the thing.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's the only way I feel you could break through this proper charge. But that's the one thing you can't do.
Yeah.
Bit unique. I mean, there's no artillery either, so
No, you can't punch through with arty. You know.
yeah, there's no artillery that can blow up an entire line, allowing your guys to just walk up.
Yeah. And at the end of this will put them into breaking. To be honest, because they'll
Yeah, I
probably
mean,
get him, shoot him
just
down.
look at the tickets.
They'll shoot him down at least another third of a morale state. And then, once they take the point, that's another morale state. It's breaking.
Yeah, I mean, you look at those tickets already. I think that tells you everything you need to know. Again, there's not really much. There's not particularly any tactics you can use either, because it's such a one-way or two-way map, really. You either attack this way, or you can't attack. That's about it.
Yep. No, yeah.
Certainly a unique choice of men.
Yeah. I mean, as a Union, I might even just say, screw it, we're going to pull back. We're not even going to fight this.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best bet. Pull back, conserve
That's all enemy.
much
No
fewer
mercy.
tickets that you've already got, rather than going into what is effectively relatively completely futile attack. Because, I mean,
Well, you could kind of reverse it now. So if you pull back as a Union, they're in the same choke box. So now, okay, I'm taking losses here, but I can cap these next 2 points and maybe get you down to breaking. But,
yeah, I mean, I think it's useless attacking this point. I'd pull back, set up a defensive position, and basically wait for the Confederates to have to come to them. It's pretty much the only tactic that will work.
Yeah. And even that, I think the best you get to do is get to a tie, I think. But
Yeah, at this stage it's going to be a tie if they manage to pull that off. But looks like the Confederacy's moving in.
Well, the Union is again not really setting up. It's way too close. It's if you got to pull back, you got to pull back.
They've pulled back, but there's not that many of them. And to be honest with you, they're not really set up well. They're just sort of standing in a rather loose formation. Oh, TKO's pulling out again.
These are great points to attack for the Union team. That is not.
So yeah, there's pretty much no Union on that road anymore, other than some corpses.
No, it looks like the Union's kind of all over the place now. I mean,
yeah, I think that attack against the Confederate.
I mean, you got Eddie. Eddie is doing some interesting spelunking up here, but.
What's he doing?
I'm gonna follow Eddie. I don't know what's happening, but I'm gonna follow Eddie.
Yeah, I mean, he seems to have a plan, which I'll be honest with you is more than I can really say for. Oh, someone just fell over and died.
Yeah, that's the danger with this.
Directly below us.
There was a climbing accident.
Southwest, right, Will.
Yeah, I mean, Eddie's probably got the best idea at this point for the Union.
No, this is fine. Yeah,
Yeah, this is the best idea for the Union. I can see basically set in the cliffs, especially with skirmishers, and just skirmish away. I suppose one advantage that this has is no bayonets are needed, so you get a quicker time to aim.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
I think Eddie just got killed.
Oh, did he? Oh, poor Eddie.
Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, there's not many of them, but they're going to be putting on the pressure. I mean, they are holding down a lot of the Confederacy, so.
Well, he's keep them from marching up that road more,
Yeah, that's the main thing. I mean, there's what? Oh, another one fell. There's what, 5 or 6 of them skirmishing away, and I've got like what, 2.
That's
3.
2 to 3 formations I'm seeing here at least.
Yeah,
One might be moving forward now. But.
I mean, the TG they're stood volleying back. I'm not sure how effective that is. Other than, I've seen a couple casualties, but the main thing is they're holding that entire formation up.
Yeah, so the problem right now, I would say, for the Union is we talked about setting up their defense. The CSA's already punched through it, and they already have now multiple avenues up. So
yeah, the problem is, I think what happened, the Union tried that attack on the Confederate line at the pontoon bridge. Obviously, went completely tits up, and they were just too scattered and few in numbers to basically pull back and set up a good defensive position.
No, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So when the Confederacy just decided, let's attack. wasn't anything there.
No, I mean, it was smart of them to do so, but yeah, now they're...
Oh yeah, it was the right thing to do. It's just I'm not sure what the Union can do now. I mean, we've got the NYV back here. They've set up. Oh no, they're running away. Killer.
Killer's coming on up. Yeah.
Envy.
He's got 20th on his right, but...
Yeah, they just volleyed them.
Oh, yeah, they did.
That is a lot of dead bodies sliding down that mountain. And that's done it. George is pulling out.
Left oblique as well.
Oh, hey, none of that.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
It's accurate.
They're getting hit hard. There's Williamson. He put a bit of a hole in their line, but still.
Yeah, he said Williamson is very aggressive. I have noticed. He does pull off some crazy things. But here they are. So a nice big formation of the 3rd Alabama. They are communicating in their language, which I cannot understand.
Yep. So, yep, there's the point captured. Taking losses, almost on breaking.
Here we go. Yep. Where's the next
now,
point?
the one benefit is the next point is on top of the cliff, so TKO is going to be there to cap that point.
Yes. So that will at least give the Union a little bit of hope. But
yeah, I still would have liked...
honest, at this stage, I think it's going to be a draw.
I don't even think that. They might win this point, but they'll be at breaking. The CSA will be at engaged.
Yeah, I mean, as in a win's out of the table off the cards for the Union.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Best they can even hope for is a draw. To be honest, it was decided after that first point.
Yeah. Which again is kind of why I don't like this map. It's just it's like okay,
yeah,
we'll keep playing it, but
I've never played this map before, but looking at it is horrendous. I don't know how historically accurate this attack is. But I'll be honest with you, if someone did this in real life and thought attacking this giant hill was a smart idea, I'd be surprised if they survived any political, if they had any backlash. Because if someone did that, I would have thought they would have been slapped on the head. This is stupid.
Well, it's all the avenue, and again, I mean, real life, there's already batteries all over the, and it's a bit of a different situation.
Yeah, but here we go. So Williamson, it looks like Williamson's going to send his flag to cap the point. It's already, yeah. Oh, it's all the way over there.
Oh, it's on the cliffside. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's TKO's
I was looking
on
at
it
the
right
wrong one. I was looking at the artillery battery.
Well, again, I'm not a fan of where SB is set up. I would try to choke point him a little bit better, but
yeah, I mean, I didn't even know this was part of the map. This is horrific.
Yeah. Oh, Eddie's
What's
back,
this
so.
For? I mean, from what I can see, all the SB have really done is cornered themselves, but I suppose they don't really have to worry about being cornered because, well, can't get charged.
Well, you can't get charged, but the problem is, so right now you're in a hole. So if
just seeing soldiers phase through the ground, sorry.
Yeah, it's always fun. So here's the nightmare scenario. Okay, you got your flag guy. He goes down. Flag just tumbles down the hill, and it's unrecoverable.
Oh, you're right. And that's straight into the Confederate spawn.
Yep.
You're not getting that back. Well, but it looks like they've decided to move out, which is probably a smart idea.
Yeah, I mean, there is one Union element up here. Let's see, you got TKO kind of in a forward position.
Yeah. I see Eddie's set up inside the rock.
Yeah. Got LFL moving up as well.
Oh, I see they might be trying some sort of sneaky tactic. They'll pop up unseen against any sort of Confederate attack. I'm not sure how much of a cheese that is, but I'll be honest with you, on this map, I don't think anyone cares.
Oh, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually quite interesting, though. Like, will it be effective? Definitely a unique idea. There's still some fighting, though, going all the way over the complete different point.
Yeah, on the other side of the map. I'm not looking at it right now because, to be honest with you, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, Williamson just got absolutely wiped.
Yeah.
Just,
I mean,
just watched them get shot.
it's going to spawn back at main anyway. You know, they'll
Yeah.
be the fight. I mean, it's
maybe this was just a sort of delaying tactic, but I'll be honest with you, I'm just seeing a lot of dead Union bodies, not really many Confederate bodies.
Well, I will say TKO's doing a decent job. LFL was helping them of trying to stack up the CSA force and buy a little bit of time here.
Yeah, I mean, that attack definitely delayed them, I feel. But how effective it would be,
Yeah. I mean, they got to hold for another, I'd say, oh god, I forget the timer, but I want to say 2.5 minutes. So, you know, even a delay of 30 seconds, you know, sometimes that's enough.
Yeah. That might have helped. I mean, it's certainly it's hard to gauge the casualties for the Confederate side because they all fall down the hill.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of dead Union bodies here. That's the main thing I can see here. But I'm sure it's definitely delayed them. I mean, look at that. They've got to cross all that terrain now. That's not happening. I don't think the Confederacy is going to get to that point.
No, I think, you know, I think that actually TKO and LFL working together might have saved this point.
Yeah, definitely delayed them. It definitely helped that point, but, I mean, the Union's on breaking and the Confederates are still on battle ready. So.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, this was, you know, always kind of a lost cause at this point.
It's more of a who can pull off the most interesting maneuvers battle. I mean, obviously Eddie with his rock phasing.
He is now one with the rock here.
I mean, if they actually had to attack this point, there has been a pretty decent defense set up here. Obviously, it's a cliff avenue type thing with one unit at the very end, and obviously another unit looking down.
Well, the problem I have with that is they could just walk past them.
Yeah, they can just walk past the unit on the top. That was it, 52nd New York, because there's no charging. They can just walk past them. But I suppose they then can't charge out the SB at the end.
Well, they can't, but you just concentrate your fire on the SB, and again, if you knock down that one flag and it goes down the hill, which
just keep knocking down the flag.
I mean, I will put the flag up with where 52nd is right now, not have it down here.
52nd doesn't even have a flag. But here we are. The SB is opening fire on the 8th Florida.
Yep. See, we're getting close on the timer, so if they can hold off for a little bit, they might get the point.
But yeah, I think that small delaying action did actually help out a little bit for the Union, which is pretty much all they can really hope for.
Hog's trying to find an angle in here, but I don't... Maybe he can go from this side? I don't know if he can go from this side. Maybe you can. I don't think you can.
I don't... Listen, I've never played this. I didn't even know this was an existing map. Oh, no!
Yep.
Eddie's... No!
You got it!
They got it!
It's the Lemmings!
They got it!
Oh, it's the Lemmings! I was like, I don't think you can go that way, Hog, man.
Oh, no.
So, hey, a little bit more delaying tactic, you know?
Yeah. Oh, dear. Oh, and Eddie's been called out for phasing through the rocks.
Oh, there's rebels down there.
There we go, guys. Independent fire, northeast, east.
Independent fire, northeast.
So it looks like Eddie's opening fire on the 6th Texas. I'm sure that was hilarious. I'm not sure what their idea is now.
Well, you know, this CSA is, I think they kind of screwed the pooch on it. They're done.
Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, that's hilarious to watch.
Oh, did more fall down?
Yeah, I think I just saw another like 5 or 6.
We can go down here.
I don't think you can, Perkington.
Yeah, you can't go down there.
I mean, the point's about to be over anyway. Why are you trying?
I think they're just trying to find a way out.
Oh, they're just stuck now, yeah. All right, so now, the final point here is kind of in the center of the map here. This might actually be a fight.
Where is it? Oh yeah, okay.
So this is the first one that so again, good job on TKO and LFL.
Yeah, I think that delaying action, excellent. That was an excellent maneuver.
Yeah. And then Hog learned something new about the map, so you know.
Yeah. To be honest, Hog's force was pretty much the only Confederate force in the area that could have actually contested that point, and
yeah.
they ended up going the wrong way, unfortunately.
A little bit of land navigation error, you know what happens.
Well, there's a lot of dead Confederates at the bottom of the cliff.
Yeah, well, looks like 3rd Alabama's getting the flag up here.
Yeah, looks like they are. There's a bugle. Here's the bugle call. Not too hip with my American bugle calls though.
You know better than I would.
I only know the charge one because that's the famous one. Everyone knows that.
Well, looks like NYV and AGL might have shot 3rd Alabama out of here.
Yeah, yeah, it looks like. I mean, the flag is up, but this is the first time I've actually properly seen the point have successfully pushed out
Yep.
via shooting. Although here we are, NYV.
Yeah, 88's trying to hold on, but I don't know if he can knock back Juicy B.
It's like Juicy's moving in with his force.
Shoot them down!
And there comes down the flag. So they're starting to get that flag down.
No, they did get a. Well, again, this one I liked more because people can maneuver and
This point is probably the best out of all of them, to be honest with you, because you've actually got like more than one avenue of attack.
Yeah, it's some interesting things can happen here.
But it's pretty terrible. This map. Yeah, my thoughts on this map are avoid at all costs. Just don't put it in rotation. Never again.
Oh, Union's getting some reinforcements in now here. This might actually be a fight. 20th coming up now. A lot of units coming up. TKO's up now.
This might be the fabled Steiner's counterattack.
Yeah, like I said, so here's the thing. So just, assuming all goes well, they'll shoot the CSA down to taking losses. If they actually manage to hold this point, that would put it to breaking.
That is a possibility. I mean, they've stopped whoever it was, some random Confederate soldier. Here's Juicy, though. He's leading in his force. They're going to try and finish off pulling down that flag. But here comes the 3rd Alabama. Here's Williamson's men. Chopper's men. There's everyone. I think everyone's starting to get in.
Yeah, they need to get somebody to take that flag back up. It's way too close to low. I know you can't charge, but you need to run up and shoot them.
Yeah, I mean, they've...
Choppers down.
Oh, here we go. Here he is. I think... Oh, no. I would have just sacrificed my own life there to just pull the rest of that flag down, to be honest with you.
I mean, you just gotta stop this timer is the key.
Yeah, I mean, I think... But here we go. Good job with Williamson. And the TKO, so the 3rd Alabama and the TKO, they successfully pushed the... oh, and the GC. Just can't forget them. But it looks like the Confederacy successfully pushed the Union. No, I mixed my things up. Williamson was using the Confederacy.
No, I always screw that up
the
too.
The Union have successfully won the point, and they're getting that flag nice and high once again. Yeah, no, sorry about that, my Confederate bros. Yeah. But someone's brother died.
Yep.
But there we go. So that was actually one of the most interesting points of this battle, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, it's we actually having some
like
maneuver. I'm like,
match.
I'm watching more right stuff, and not just.
Yeah, it felt like an actual match, to be honest with you. But that was a good play. I mean, good move by the Confederacy, but the Union were just able to push them back.
Yeah. Now they do have pretty deadly A and V. I'm not surprised behind Williamson here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, have they noticed that yet?
I don't think they have, and this might be able to secure the point for the CSA here.
I do not believe they have. No, they haven't. Williamson just... Yeah. I think he finally realised it, but I mean...
Well, they still have plenty of time to decap now, so I think now that A and V has opened that up here, you probably have GC decap. Here's
the GC. They're moving in.
Yep, now they have there's nothing really to stop GC now, so...
They're German.
German Corps, yeah.
Yep. Oh, of course, it makes sense now. I've never known what GC stood for.
Good chumps,
There we go. Yeah, obviously I played with them numerous times in the matches, but I knew what GC... It never clicked that they're German. But there we go, so... I'm hearing GG calls, which... Not surprising, I'm not seeing a single Union soldier really in a position to do anything. I mean, there's the remainder of the LFL and the 3rd Alabama.
Well, I will say, so there's a decent amount coming out of Maine, and there's going to be at least 5 minutes before they get that flag up, so There is technically enough time for them to do another attack. Now the
Oh,
problem
yeah,
is
there's enough time, but the Confederacy definitely did an excellent push. Finally got rid of the Union off at that point.
Yeah, I think my concern now is the CSA has time to set up, and they have time to set up a really good
they
defense.
completely wiped out the Union. So now the Union have to spend all that time walking back, whilst the Confederacy just has to.
And most critically, the Union has some of their flags down. And again, there's no charging.
Yes. I mean,
so
what am I looking at? Here's 1, 2, 2. I mean,
I'm seeing
surprised
I'm seeing 3. I want to say.
yeah, I mean, I'm seeing a Confederate flag down.
Oh,
Right
that's
next to
the other one's a Confederate. That's I'm looking. Yeah, so it's 2 Union, 1 Confederate, which is why isn't the Confederate one going?
So I'm not sure why no one's picking it up. Come on, A and V.
What's that is a Union? What's it is a Union flag?
I don't know. I mean, it looks very Confederate, but what's it say? 2nd Regiment, North Carolina.
That sounds like Confederate. That.
It's North Carolina State Troops.
Yeah, that's a Confederate then. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't pick that flag up.
Yeah,
Movement right oblique.
Here comes Mr. Mando. Though. Oh no, there we go. Volunteer Pearl. He has picked the flag up.
Yep. So they've so that kind of helps you a little bit there. So again, it's tough, but it's still possible, I think, for the Union to get a draw out of this. But here comes Kill. He's gonna try to knock out 20th.
I mean, he's the remainder of TKO and Chopper
No escapees.
doing some volley on the German corps as they're moving.
Yep.
A few people went down there.
So yep, A and V looks like they secure this. Well, I guess it's the west side, but the back side of the of that. So now they can concentrate and kind of bottle the Union up. So this.
Yeah. There we go. I mean, as he said there, they definitely got them buggered up.
Yeah, now they're getting close to last stand, so it's the chance of tying is kind of fading away.
Yes, it's not looking too good for the Union. I mean, they're putting up some good resistance. Don't get me wrong; they're definitely putting up as much resistance as they can. Good volley there on the mixture German corps there.
Yeah, I mean they made it a bit of a fight, you know, on this latter half of the game.
This was the most interesting point. There was an actual fight over it rather than capture the point and just sit back and shoot.
Yeah, the first 2 points were really just, you know, foregone conclusions, really.
Yeah. Whereas this one, we actually had a bit of a back and forth, which was quite fun to watch. I wasn't expecting in a shooting-only round.
No, I think they're kind of figuring it out here. It's just because, like, you can see NYV attacking TKO right now. Just because I don't charge doesn't mean I can't get in your face and shoot you.
Exactly. I mean, you can do the famous wait until you see the whites of their eyes thing, I suppose.
Yeah, you know, it's...
And, well, you are going to kill someone. Yeah.
Yep, same thing as AGL moving close to 3rd Alabama. Just, you know, yeah, you're not charging, but you're getting close, and you know, you just.
I heard the Buck and Ball call, which if the AGL is using 42 Springfields, yeah, I would use that to the full extent. Because
absolutely.
You're just shooting a shotgun. I think Juicy was shouting at them. I think he realised you can't charge.
Yeah, sometimes I forget in the heat of the moment.
I've done things like that. Forgotten about something. I think there was one time I was leading a match or a round in the regiment, and I gave the order to sprint, completely forgetting no sprinting at the start.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you do multiple events, it's like, wait a second here, you know, it's like...
Yeah, exactly.
What's the rule? What's not the rule? You're just like, you're in the moment, you just do it.
But yeah.
Oh shit, I nailed that.
It happens. Here we go. So here's Wesley with the NYV. They're moving out. Here we go. Between with Georgia.
Sweet left, boys.
Here we go. So A and V, they're hanging out by some rocks and trees, which is very descriptive on this map.
Yeah, you know, it's the 3rd one from the left, you know.
Yeah. Williamson is moving.
I mean, he's trying to get the point, but he is. They are after him.
Yeah. Although, I mean, when I look at it, there's not much there.
Actually tonight.
Is Williamson's force here? Oh
Yeah,
no,
but-
never mind. Looks like
Yeah, you can see Killer coming in
it's
behind
the
him along
German
with
corps.
GC.
They've flanked him. Yep, and as Cloud said, he is in the Yankee lines. And Killer has completely wiped them out. So,
Yep.
good idea by Williamson. Unfortunately, that just didn't work out.
Well, at
German corps-
this point, you just gotta try anything, man. He's, you know.
German corps and AMV, they managed to cap Williamson before he managed to get to the point. But it was certainly pretty much one of the few plays I could have seen them doing. And he was close, to be fair. He was kind of close. If the AMV and the German corps weren't there, there wasn't much defending the point.
You still had to punch through NYV.
Yeah, they had to push the NYV.
Which I mean, yeah, that one. Which they maybe could have done, but still would have been a fight. You know, you're not guaranteed.
Yeah, we'll never know anymore. They're all dead. But here we go. So SB, they've got a bit of a high ground, but there's not many of them. And they're being...
It looks like
Oh,
Hog
never
has
mind.
higher ground than they do.
Yeah, I've just seen the Florida have arrived. And, well, there's a lot of tumbling bodies.
That's one thing on this map is when you die, sometimes you tumble down the hill and it takes you forever to respawn in because you're just stuck in the animation.
Yeah, and but here's Eddie. Finally found Eddie. And,
Yep, where's Eddie? It's one of my favorite games.
yep, he's hanging out.
Well, we'll see if they go to last stand here. It's only 24. Well, they'll take the point, so they'll go to last stand
Yeah.
anyway. But
Oh, I got died. Oh, Eddie's dead. Again, good marksmanship from Eddie's gang. Yeah, were they the 2nd U.S. Corps?
cavalry, yeah.
Cavalry. Oh, okay. Strange sharpshooters. But they've done some good shooting, and they've pretty much been doing the best that they could given the situation. One day we'll actually get cavalry in the game, by the way. It's coming, 10 years. Promise.
Yeah, yes.
I feel cavalry would... Oh, there we go. There's the last stand. I'm saying I feel cavalry could add to some of the maps, some of the more open maps.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to it, but my hope that it's coming is kind of gone.
US never used cavalry in the traditional sense.
I mean, occasionally, I mean, you would have cavalry, like, there's a very
I say
famous...
never. I say... Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's not very often. Like, for example, I mean, you do have the pretty famous cavalry charge with between Stewart and I forget the Union commander at Gettysburg.
I know there was a few proper cavalry maneuvers, but I meant in most times it was just more of they use them as a dragoon role.
No,
mounted infantry.
That was the default thing. Was mounted infantry is essentially how
Which
they
I
operate.
suppose it kind of worked for the US, I suppose. And I mean, I think these casualties just say the entire scene.
Yep.
I mean, not much to really say. There's Parker in the chat. That didn't feel fair.
Yep.
I think that is pretty much all you can say about that map.
I think that's a good note to end on, so I'll stop the stream there. Good having you, Fuji, and we got one more to go, so looking forward to it.
Yeah.